What made you stop trying to impress people? I love this question. I love it. Okay, so let me tell you this in two stories. And so this is actually probably years ago. Not long story, so just bear with me. But this was probably years ago when this happened. But I remember being bigger. I remember being more desired by a lot of the different people that were in my environment. Saying, oh, wow, you know, you're thick, or just like some crazy, silly stuff. I remember a couple of friends trying to encourage me to lose weight, to kind of get a little bit more healthy because I was, I was thicker. It is what it is. So anyway, I found the motivation, I found the determination. I started doing this whole green tea diet and I lost weight. I lost a lot of weight. I felt so good. I mean, like crazy good. And I remember, remember running into a family member and they looked at me and I was like, hey, how you doing? And I was like, I'm great. Can I talk to you for a second? Sure. What's up? Long time no hear. Are you sick? What? That was probably the first time that I had to realize that no matter what I did, no matter what size I was, someone was always going to have an opinion of what they thought I should look like. So I was like, okay, let me chill out with this. I began to eat what I wanted to eat. I began to live a little bit better for me. And then the second story I want to share with you is I remember purchasing my very first home, and it was in a gated community, just nice neighborhood. And all the houses looked the same, but you had an association. So the mailboxes had to be a certain color. The paint had to be a certain color. You couldn't leave your trash out in front of the driveway. It was just this is all kinds of stuff. I remember doing all of these things, keeping my grass cut and following all of the rules. Until I drove home one day and my neighbors were moving. And I know I've shared this story a couple of times, but my neighbors were moving and it was sprinkling out and I kind of thought it was crazy. I thought it was a little weird. And I was like, why are my neighbors moving in the rain? But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Not even mad at you. I'm friendly, so I'm driving by, my garage is going up. I'm just like, hey, how you doing? See you next time. And my neighbors were being evicted. It was really shocking to me because I was like, this was a doctor. Like, I was like, what? I'm living next door to a doctor and this doctor neighbor just got evicted. And then a couple of weeks later, I remember talking to one of my other neighbors. Her car was leased. Another of my neighbors, she was like on her last of her savings, trying to spend all of this money to make sure that her kids had a better life in college. And she was like, she's living check to check. It was blowing my mind that I was doing all of these things to keep up with people that could not afford to be there. I'm trying to keep up with the Joneses. And that was the first time I learned that the Joneses are broke, honey. I'm broke. Stop trying to keep up with them. And so I've gone through some different things in my life, but those two things in particular is what made me realize that I don't have to impress other people. Now, let's be extremely clear about this. There's still things in my life, there's still moments and pictures or things that I say or things that I do, whether at work or at home, that I do to impress other people. So I don't want you to think that I've gotten completely away at it. But honey, every day I am chipping away at it. The more I'm able, what I'm learning actually, I'm probably better able to articulate it this year, better than ever before. But I'm being selfish. The more I'm able to be selfish, the less I really care about impressing other people. And so by that, I mean, the more that I fill my own cup up, the less time I have to care about what you are impressed by. Just saying. I'm a work in progress. I don't have it all figured out yet. I freaking love that question. I love that question. I love it. I love it. I love it. So anyway, again, I just love that question. If you have a question, send me a message on whatever social media platform you are watching this video on, and I will answer you. Remember that no matter what you do at this stage in your life, make every decision with a level of integrity, because integrity is what's gonna lead you to your freedom. See ya.